Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh. Thank you, YouTube. Thank you, subscribers, viewers, and of this channel. Today, I'd like to share with you our experience as far as the flying of drones for the first time in my life, and the visuals that you're seeing now is the scenery of our second and probably third flights. It is interesting, and apparently this Mini 2, DJI Mini 2 specifically, anyone, any beginner, any dummies, even like myself, never flown drones before, can fly it the first time. In fact, they can fly it even without much knowledge of drones. I'm quite thankful that I was able to play this game, PlayStation. If you remember, there's a battle in the game titled World War II. There's a part, a scene which is called Battle of the Bulge, and I think in the middle of that segment of the warfare game, we have to fly. I remember flying fighter planes, the World War II version, and got to navigate or fly the pilot the plane using those joystick, they call it. So I think it was. I didn't play it so much anyway. After the last time I played that, I think it was 2 years ago. I'm quite busy with other things, training especially, so I was not able to play games. But when this drone came into my life and our life and my family's life, it is something new. And what I did was watching YouTubers who explain, kind enough to explain how to fly these drones. I remember channels like Ariff, Heron, Safwan, Ismail, DJI, and many others whom I have given them credit towards the end of this video, who have shared tips, and even people like Rika shared at Rika, if I'm not mistaken, shared tips and in fact procedures, step-by-step techniques in flying this drone. So my flying this drone is actually based on these YouTubers who have uploaded videos and techniques, and even YouTubes of DJI, if not mistaken, also shown some features. But the other YouTubers are actually people like Heron and Ariff and a few others actually showed us what to do. And that is all I need to fly this drone. And apparently I was able to fly the first time after it was unboxed. And my kids are enjoying this. And so here we are on our second and third flight path, where we flew over our residential area, and you can see down there, this building is a school, Sekolah Menengah Sri Pelerling in Johor Bahru, Malaysia. So here we are, and I was at that point, I remember at this point, there were no signal, and luckily we did the RTH, return home, we did the compass calibration, and somehow I was not able to man it manually. So at this part the gimbal like tilted, and I'm not sure what happened, and this is a point where we lost signal, and the recording eventually stopped by itself, and then we saw that the drone is coming home. So and then it recovered, the signal pick up, and it's just really like about 10 meters above our home, and from there I handle it manually. And then we took the drone and fly elsewhere, a nearby park where we got us, this is hovering over Taman Sutra, and still adjacent to Taman we didn't dare to go far because we were scared, if anything happened, because we are really not good. So we know that we have that handicap, so we just try to play it safe. And there are appearance of some birds, and I remember some YouTubers actually uploaded some video footage of birds, like, not really crashing to their drones, but actually it's quite a scare. Yes, one of the videos, actually the bird crashes to the drone and the drone fell. Wow, so I am quite scared of all these avionics and those what do you call birds who are living in their habitats, and I think I am the one who are intruding their airspace. So try to play it safe and stay away. And here we are. This is where there's a car park a lot over here that we actually lift off our drones and to fly over this area. This is quite a good sunny day, and it's a bit overcast, but we get the resolution good. This is one thing about the lens of this drone. I have a feeling the lens are not the normal lens you find in perhaps other cameras, but I have the feeling it's like Leica. If any of you remember, Leica is an old camera, and in fact it's an old brand, but I think they're still around until this day. I remember some modern version of Leica. The lens in those years, well, I'm talking about 70s, 80s, is in fact the best in the world. So I'm fortunate to live till this day to observe all this, and it scripts. The image is really, really good, and the resolution is good. This is on 2K, 2.7K, sorry, and I think it was 3 FPS. 30 FPS, right? Correct me if I'm wrong. That's what I remember, and this is good. And this is my son practicing. This guy is good, and I'm not as good as him. And this is my youngest son playing somewhere in it's kind of poultry, and he's overviewing highways. Can see traffic is flying at such a height, not so high, but able to, enough to have this footage. And here we are, this just above the signage. And I am so happy to see this, that I'm able to go over the heights of trees and perhaps buildings to be able to see all this. And I didn't expect that I'm able to fly drones. I remember I think about 10 years ago, there was some documentary on flying drones. I think that was early years of drones in the world, probably 10-15 years ago, and they were like not as sensitive, as accurate as this one, and those drones were big, I remember. And this one is so small, and it is able to display images like the photograph is taken by a pro. In fact, I'm just a newbie, and when we are newbies, me and my kids I'm talking about, but for you are regular drone flyers, you are good, and I thank you for sharing this. And if you are watching this video and you are a beginner or trying to get into drones, I do recommend this brand, DJI Mini 2. I believe is worthy, and they've got good safe features. All right. So YouTubers, thank you very much, all of you, for sharing this. You made it possible for us to fly drones from zero, and there you are, back to ground zero. So here's some credit that I believe I should share with everybody. These are the channels that helped me and my son fly drones in a safe manner and bring back the drone home. As most important, it's a gift for my children, both of them, husband and wife. So thank you them so much. and it's a gift of honor, and I would do my best to take care of this drone, and hopefully to be able to take good footage and use it in my channel, where I have environmental sciences and management education publications that I share for everyone. So until then, all the best to all of you. Thank you very much, YouTube. Thank you, viewers, subscribers, and supporters of this channel. I wish everybody Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh.